if that feels good for you. Raise the height of your seat if you need to, if your hips are tight. You might have a block to sit on or a cushion to pop under your bum, just so that your knees aren't kind of up by your shoulders, but beginning to relax down towards the mat. And then from here, let your hands rest over the knees, close down your eyes, and just allow the shoulders to fall down away from the ears. Begin here to lean back until you can feel the weight of your head sit right over your sit bones. Checking out your spine here as you sit. Do you feel as if you're still a little rounded in the spine? Or can you begin to lengthen the body as you sit a little taller? Can you begin to lift the crown of the head to the sky? Lift the ribs out from the hips. Take a deep breath in here in your seat. And as you exhale, soften the shoulders down away from the ears. And take a few moments just to arrive here on your mat. Feel the mat beneath you, the space around you. And begin to breathe into the space you've created for your practice today. Deep breath in, beginning on working on filling up the lungs so much that you can't get any extra breath in. And as you exhale, take a little squeeze of the belly muscles to help expel the breath from the lungs. Inhale, feeling the lungs expand, the chest opens, the shoulders begin to spread across the back. So you exhale, sigh out the breath from the lungs and use your tummy muscles to guide out that last little bit of breath. Long inhale, filling up the shoulders, the rib cage with your in-breath. As you exhale, use those abdominal muscles to help squeeze the air out from the lungs. And then just add in a little bit of movement in the ribs. Sway the rib cage from left to right, from right to left. And as you begin to move the ribs left and right, as you begin to add in a little bit more movement in the shoulders, and you might feel comfortable enough to take a few rocks around the waist here. In one direction, rocking around in the opposite direction. Finding a little bit of stillness here in the center. Begin to work on movement in and around the head and the neck. Let the head move forwards, backwards. Maybe a few little head rolls, neck stretches, left to right, right to left. Just feeling into your head, neck, and shoulders where you're aware of any tension or tightness. Moving into these spaces. Beginning to feel a little bit of loosening off of those tight spots, tense spots, as you slowly move through the head, neck, shoulders. And coming all the way back into center, place the palms of the hands together in front of the heart. And as you inhale, lift the heart up into the thumbs. Exhale, sigh the shoulders down the spine. Take in a deep breath, sit a little taller. As you exhale, begin to twist to the right. As you twist to the right, take the left hand to the right knee And inhale, take the right arm all the way up to the sky. As you take the right arm up to the sky, turn the palm around so it looks in the direction of your left knee. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, begin to lean to the left. As you lean to the left, begin to notice the stretch and space in the right side of the body. If your right elbow is bent, can you straighten the right arm overhead a little more? Can you inhale your right rib cage up towards the sky? And can you exhale your left shoulder a little closer to your left knee? Take a breath. So you exhale, take the right hand out to the right. And inhale, lift the left arm across the chest, across the face, and open up the heart towards the sky. Take in a breath. Exhale, cross the left hand to the right knee. And as you inhale, take the right arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale, lean the left shoulder towards the left knee. Again, feel in the length along the right side of the body. As you inhale, can your right rib cage pop up towards the sky? As you exhale, can you sink a little closer to your left knee? Take in a breath. Exhale the right hand out to the right. Inhale, left arm sweeps across your face, your chest, opens up towards the sky. Take in a breath. Exhale, come all the way back through center, palms of the hands together in front of the heart. Take a long breath as you lift the heart all the way up into the thumbs, sit tall. Exhale, twist to the left. As you twist to the left, take the right hand to the left knee. Take the left hand out to the left. Beginning to see if you can work on a deeper twist, opening up the chest towards the left. And then inhale the left arm all the way up to the sky. Turning the palm around so it looks in the direction of your right knee. Take in a breath. As you exhale, begin to lean to the right. As you lean over to the right, notice the space running down the left side of the body. Can you make that space a little more open? Can you reach your left fingertips further overhead? Take in a breath. Exhale, take the left hand out to the left. And inhale, the right arm sweeps across the chest, the face, opening up the heart towards the sky. Take in a breath. Exhaling the right hand to the left knee. Inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, lean over to the right. Finding the length in the left side of the body. Seeing if you can take those bends out from the left elbow, reach into the fingertips. Take in a breath. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Inhale, right arm sweeps across the chest and face, opening up the heart to the sky. So you exhale, bringing the palms of the hands together in front of the heart. From here, take your right foot all the way out to the right. And then just begin to see if you can move your left knee a little bit further left. If you feel uncomfortable here, you could prop your right knee up on a block or a pillow. And then take your right hand onto your left foot and begin to bring your right elbow down towards your right knee. As you inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Turn the palm around so it looks towards your right foot. And as you exhale, begin to reach the left hand over your left ear towards your right toes. As you inhale, lift the heart up towards the sky. And exhale, sink a little further right. Really nice. Feeling the stretch in the left side of the body. Take in a breath. As you exhale, take the left hand out to the left. Inhale, the right arm reaches up to the sky. And as you exhale, if you feel comfortable enough, push the ground away, lift the hips off the floor, and reach the right arm out behind you in your stargazer. Take one full breath in. And as you exhale, come all the way down to the mat. Resting your bottom to the floor. Take the right foot into the center. Take the left leg out left. Again, you could use a block or a pillow underneath your left knee if the hamstrings are pretty tight. And just work that right knee out to the right a little more. Left hand on right foot. Begin to bend the left elbow towards the left knee. Inhale, sweep the right arm up to the sky. And then rotate the hand around so it points in the direction of your left toes. As you inhale, feel a lift of the right wrist up towards the sky. And exhale, reach the right arm overhead towards those left toes. Noticing the stretch in the right side of the body. And if you feel at any time that your right chest and right shoulder begins to lower towards the ground, actively lift the right ribs up towards the ceiling and pull your right shoulder back. Take in a breath. Exhale, the right hand comes all the way out to the right. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Options to stay here. Or exhale, push the ground away, lift the hips, stargazer, left arm reaches out behind you. Take in a breath. Exhale, come all the way back down to the ground. And slide both feet forward. Turning the toes up towards the sky. Use pillows or blocks under the knees if your hamstrings are tight. And then take the flesh out from underneath your bottom. As you inhale, lift the arms all the way up to the sky. At the same time as you lift the arms, lift the ribs. And on your exhale, reach the arms forward as you lean your belly over your thighs. And then see if you can catch a hold of the feet in the hands. Think more about catching the feet rather than lowering all the way down into the legs. And as you inhale, begin to lift the heart, lengthen the spine. See if you can bring your heart towards your toes. Exhale, bend the elbows towards your knees and shins. Inhale, elbows lift off the knees and shins. As you exhale, use the hands on the foot to bring the heart forward towards the toenails. Take a breath. Exhale, bend the elbows down towards your knees or shins. Take one full breath in. One full breath out. So you inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, slide the hands back towards the right knee and then bring the right knee into the chest. Take the right hand out to the mat behind you. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale, cross the left elbow over the right knee and begin to open the chest to the right side of the mat in a twist. If here in your twist you have a little bit more movement, you could take your left hand and catch a hold of your right foot. If the catch in the foot is just that a little bit too much for you, just stay here, focusing on guiding your left rib cage towards your right knee and thigh. Your right knee and thigh travels towards your left ribs. Long inhale. Exhale, open the chest right as you twist. Long breath in. Exhale, come all the way back through center. Sliding the right foot down to meet the left. And as you inhale, guide the left knee into the chest. Exhale, the left hand to the mat behind you. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, cross the right elbow over the left knee and begin to open up the chest to the left side of the mat. If here is enough for you, stay as you are. If you do have that little extra twist, you might be able to take your right hand and catch your left foot. It requires a lot more tilting of the left knee over towards the right to catch the foot. So that pulls a little bit too much in your hip crease, and just back off and take the right hand up towards the sky. Long inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Exhale, come all the way back through center and slide the left foot forward to meet the right. From here, take the hands behind you. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, the feet off the floor. Take a breath, lift the heart. And as you exhale, take both knees to the right. Inhale the knees through center. Exhale, twist the knees to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist the knees right. Inhale to your center. Exhale, twist the knees left. Inhale, come through your center. Exhale, crossing the ankles, bringing the feet towards the floor, then rock into tabletop. As you find your tabletop, take the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And as you inhale, begin to drop the belly, lift the head, lift the hips to the sky. Exhale, pressing the ground away, round the spine, bringing the chin all the way into the chest. Inhale, dropping the belly, lift the head, the hips to your cow pose. Exhale, rounding the spine, side the chin into the chest, into your cat. So you inhale, find neutral. And exhale, those right tip toes slide to the bottom edge of the mat. From here, cross your right toes left. And as you cross your right foot over to the left, pull this left hip back in towards the middle of your mat. Take a breath. And as you exhale, keep squeezing those left inner thighs into the right as you twist through the waist and look down towards your right toes. Keep the focus on this left hip squeezing into the middle of the mat so you begin to feel stretch in the right side of the body. The arms stay nice and strong as you push the ground away. Take in a breath. Exhale, bring the shoulders back through center, and then take your right foot all the way out to the right. Placing the sole of the right foot on the mat. Left hand underneath left shoulder. If you feel uncomfortable on the wrists at all and you have some blocks, then you could just let your left elbow rest on the blocks if your wrists are sore. And inhale from here, take your right arm out to the right and reach the right fingertips up to the sky. Take in a breath. As you exhale from here, take your left hand off the floor and lift the chest. So you're still twisted in the waist, chest looks down along the right leg, arms are open wide. Take a breath. As you exhale, take your right hand to your lower back and reach the left fingertips all the way up towards the sky. If you feel comfortable enough here to take your right hand to your left calf muscle, then take the right hand down towards your left leg. Take in a breath. Exhale. Lifting the right arm through center and then turn the chest around so you're facing forward. Take the left hand to the floor, reach the right arm overhead in your modified side plank. Take a breath, press the hips forward, lean the shoulders back. Long exhale. Inhale, right arm begins to reach to the sky, left hand lifts off the floor. Exhale to gate pose, right hand, right leg, left arm reaches to the sky. So you inhale, feel a lift from the left hip bone into the left armpit fingertips, and exhale, reach the left arm overhead. Take in a breath. So you exhale, take the left hand to the mat, the right hand to the mat. Bring the right knee all the way in to meet the left. And as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, lift the hips, cow pose. Exhale, round in the spine, draw the chin all the way into the chest, cat. Inhale through cow. Exhale through your cat. Inhale through neutral. Exhale, slide the left hip toes to the bottom edge of the mat. Arms stay nice and strong. Take a breath in. And exhale, cross the left foot to the right. As you cross your left foot to the right, pull your right hip into the middle of the mat so that your right hip squeezes into the left. Take in a breath. Exhale, twisting through the waist and shoulders, look down towards your left toes. All the while, keep the focus on this right hip pulling in towards the left. One full breath in. Exhaling the shoulders back through center and slide the left foot all the way out to the left. Bringing the sole of the left foot on the mat, right hand underneath right shoulder, or maybe again you use the blocks if your wrists are a little bit sore. And then inhale, lift the left arm out to the left, all the way up to the sky. Feel a little lift from the left armpit into the left fingertips. Take in a breath. As you exhale, lift the right hand off the mat, arms wide, shoulder height. Your chest is open to the left side of the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale the left hand to the lower back, right arm to the sky, and begin to lean back. If you're comfortable enough here to reach your left hand towards your right leg, then increase the stretch, the back bend. Inhale, lift the left hand all the way back, shoulder height. Exhale, turning the chest around through center. Take the right hand to the floor, left arm overhead. Modified side plank. Again, if your wrists are a little bit sore, then you can just rest the block underneath your right forearm. Inhale, left fingertips reach up to the sky. Exhale, right hand off the mat. Take the left hand, left leg, right arm overhead. Finding your gate pose. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, the right hand to the floor, the left hand to the floor. Take the left knee down to meet the right. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Just beginning to pedal out through the legs here in your downward facing dog. Notice in here if there's anything that you can do with your hands, with your feet, to make your downward facing dog feel a little easier, to feel your hips lift a little higher, to allow your chest to travel a little closer to your legs. Relax the head between the arms. Take one full breath in as you lift the hips all the way up to the sky. Exhale, sigh up the breath, softening the heels of your feet towards the floor. And as you sigh out the breath, pull the belly muscles in nice and tight. Long breath in. Long, slow, steady breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, take a little bend in the knees as you begin to walk the feet all the way up to the hands. Lift up halfway left. Heart forward, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold all the way forward over the legs. Allowing the head, the hands and shoulders to dangle down towards the ground. Think about your belly and ribs resting over the tops of the thighs as you hang heavily over the legs. Take one long breath in. Exhale, see if you can dangle the weight of your body a little heavier over the legs. Inhale, wide arms, beginning to rise all the way up to stand high mountain pose. Exhale, the shoulders sink down away from the ears. Take in a breath. Exhale, pull the belly muscles in tight, bend the knees, sit back into chair pose. Take a breath in, lift the gaze. As you exhale, keep the knees bent, fold forward so your belly comes over the thighs. Place the hands to the floor. If not the floor, then you could use a block. Keep the knees bent. Inhale, lift and sweep the arms to the sky. Come back through your chair pose. Pull the belly muscles in tight. Exhale, keeping the knees bent. Lower the belly and ribs over the thighs. Hands travel down towards the mat or your block. Take in a breath. And then exhale, beginning to see if you can straighten the legs as you fold forward. Take a breath in and exhale, bend the right knee. As you inhale, take the left arm out to the side and lift the left fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, sweep the left hand to the floor, bend the left knee. Long breath in, long breath out. Bending through the left knee, straighten the right leg. Inhale, take the right arm out to the right, lifting the fingertips towards the sky in your twist. Exhale, right hand to the floor, right knee bends. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky, find your chair pose. Exhale, folding forward over the legs. Plant the hands to the mat, step the feet back into a downward facing dog. Take one full breath in your downward facing dog. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the floor. As you bring the knees down to the mat, walk the hands a little further forward of the shoulders. And then once your hands move forward, allow the hips to sink forward. Not so much that you lower your hip bones to the floor, pull the belly muscles in tight. Take a breath, gaze forward. And as you exhale, either the feet stay on the floor or lift towards your bottom. Begin to bend the elbows as you lower the chest all the way down onto the ground. Once your body meets the floor, take the hands out wider than the mat so that your thumbs are pretty much on the edges of the mat. Point the elbows up towards the sky and then lift onto your fingertips. So you create two little spiders on the hands here. Bring your forehead to the floor. Pull the heels of the feet in towards one another. Squeeze your bottom muscles in tight. And with the next inhale, lift your forehead and chest off the floor. Keep the ribs and the belly button connected to the mat. Take in a breath. Notice how this feels. If this is too much for you, lower the chest a little more and just lift the chin. Take a breath in. Exhale, tap the forehead to the floor. Inhale, lifting the forehead, the chest off the floor. If you feel comfortable enough, maybe you lift the rib cage off the floor, squeeze the glutes a little tighter. Exhale, lower the ribs, the chest, the forehead to the mat. Long breath in, forehead begins to lift. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you lift the heart, the ribs. Maybe you even begin to lift the belly button off the floor. Squeeze your glutes in tight. Take in a breath. Exhale, slowly beginning to lower your belly button, your ribs, your chest, your forehead to the floor. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, beginning to tuck the toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, push the ground away, lift back up into your plank with the knees on the floor. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs here in downward facing dog. Bend in the knees as much as you need to begin to find a little bit of looseness, space down the backs of the legs. With your next inhale, begin to lift your right leg all the way up to the sky. Find a one-legged dog. As you exhale, step the right foot between the hands and lower the left knee to the floor. As you lower the left knee to the floor, slide the left knee back behind the left hip bone. And inhale the arms all the way up to the sky, low lunge. As you exhale, let the hips begin to sink a little bit further forward so you feel a stretch at the front of your left hip and thigh. Take in a breath. As you exhale, bring both hands to the floor, left hand to the mat, right arm sweeps up behind you all the way up to the sky. If you need to have blocks underneath the left hand here, then place a block underneath your left hand. Take in a breath. And this time as you exhale, straighten the right leg and see if you can lift and point your right tip toes to the sky. All the while keeping your chest open to the right side of the mat. And focus here on pulling your right hip in towards the left. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend the right knee. Place the palm of the right hand inside the right foot. Turn your left toes right. And inhale, lift the left arm out to the side. Left fingertips lift towards the sky. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Both hands begin to frame the right foot. Tuck the left toes. Lift the left knee. So you inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, a little bend in the left knees. You step the left foot forward to meet the right. Fold the body all the way forward over the legs. Dangling the head and shoulders down towards the ground. Long inhale, arms wide, rise all the way up to stand. Arms reach up to the sky. On your exhale, take the hands to the heart and begin to lift your right knee up towards hip height. Stand and balance here. Once you find your balance, take your right hand on your right knee, left hand on your left hip. Take a breath. And then exhale, right knee travels all the way out to the right. And as you take your right knee out to the right, pull this left shoulder back so that you're nice and open in the front of the chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your right knee all the way back through center. Long full breath, stand and tall. Exhale the right knee right. Guide the left shoulder back so you find the openness in the chest. Take a breath. And from here, step your right foot all the way out to the right. Feet are wider than the hips. Take the right hand to the right thigh, reach the left arm up to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, side stretch. Slide the right hand down the right leg towards your right knee. Take a breath. And then exhale, the left fingertips begin to sink towards your right foot. Inhale, left arm sweeps across your face, to your cheeks, to your ears. Exhale, reverse. Take the left hand to the left leg, right arm to the sky. Long breath. Exhale, side stretch. Left hand slides on the left leg. Take in a breath. Exhale, the right fingertips sink towards the left foot. Inhale, sweep the right arm across your cheeks and ears. Exhale, come all the way up through center, hands to the heart, right foot steps to left. Inhale, arms open wide or reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back into your downward facing dog. Take one full breath as you lift the hips up high. Exhale to side the heels of the feet towards the earth. Long inhale, left leg sweeps all the way up to the sky. Exhale, the left foot between the hands. Lower the right knee down to the floor. And as you lower the knee to the floor, send the right knee behind the right hip. Inhale, lift and sweep both arms all the way up to the sky, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Take in a breath. As you exhale, begin to sink the hips forward until you feel the space and stretch at the front of the right hip. Take in a breath. Exhale, both hands come down, frame the left foot. Stay with the right hand on the mat, lift and sweep the left arm up to the sky. Again, you could have a block underneath your right hand if you need. Take in a breath. Exhale, beginning to straighten the left leg, lift and point the left tip toes towards the sky. As you lift your left tip toes, pull your left hip back towards the right. Think about a string pulling your left wrist all the way up towards the sky. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend the left knee. Take the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Maybe even rest it on a block. Take your right toes right. Inhale, the right arm lifts out to the side, all the way up to the sky as you open up your chest. It's as if you're trying to press your fingernails into a wall out to the left side of the mat. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, the right hand to the floor. Both hands frame the left foot, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. So you inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, a little bend in the right knees. You step your right foot to meet the left. Folding all the way forward over the legs. Inhale, wide arms, rise all the way up to stand. Reaching the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, right knee lifts towards hip height. If you're struggling with your balance, just keep the right toes on the floor. Take in a breath. As you exhale, take the right hand to the right knee, left hand, left hip. Take a breath in. Exhale, right knee travels out to the right. Pull your left hip back. If you need to rest your right toes on the floor, take the right toes and right knee out to the right. If from here you feel that you want to find a little bit more stretch, then maybe you can take your right hand all the way down onto your right tip toes. Pulling the right knee up in towards your right armpit. From here, you might want to add on and inhale, lift the right heel up towards the sky. If you're going in to lift the right heel towards the sky, keep opening up the chest to the front of the mat. Pull your left shoulder back. Take your right foot out to the right. Take in a breath, standing strong. And as you exhale, bend the right knee and let the right foot sink down to meet the left. Shake out the legs if you need. Long inhale, arms open wide, reach into the sky. Exhale, side the hands to the heart, left knee begins to lift. Again, if that's too much for your balance, just rest those left hip toes on the floor. Left hand, left knee, take a breath. Exhale, guide the left knee out to the left. Right hand on the right hip, pull your right shoulder back. If from here you want to add on, begin to take your left hand down towards your left foot, lifting the left knee up towards your left armpit. Perhaps you stay here, or you might be able to begin to inhale the left heel all the way up towards the sky. Exhale your right shoulder back. Think about those hips opening up to the front of the mat, the shoulders to the front of the mat. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend in the left knee, take the left foot all the way back down to the mat. Bringing the hands up into the heart. So you inhale, take the arms wide, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bend in the knees, fold forward over the legs. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step all the way back into a plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists. As you inhale, push the ground away, lift the heart away from the floor. And exhale, lower the knees to the mat. Inhale, lift the gaze. Maybe as you lift the feet off the floor. And exhale, bending through the elbows, lower the chest all the way down to the ground. Take the toenails to the floor. Keep the hands under the shoulders and pull the elbows into the ribs. Squeeze the heels in towards one another, squeezing your bottom muscles. And as you inhale, begin to lift the chest into cobra. Your cobra might be with a little lift in the heart. It might be pressing the ground away and lifting the belly off the floor. Take one long breath in. Exhale, squeeze those glutes a little tighter. Squeeze the heels of the feet in towards one another. Take a breath. Exhale, lower the belly, the chest, all the way back down to the ground. Beginning to tuck the toes. Take a breath in. Exhale. Use your arms to push the ground away. Lift the chest off the floor. Come into your tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs here in downward facing dog. With your next inhale, begin to lift and sweep the right leg all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Find your balance here on the feet. And inhale, lift and sweep both arms all the way up to the sky. High crescent lunge. Take in a breath. As you exhale, take your right hand on top of your right knee. Sweep the left arm out behind you and spin the left heel in. So you find your warrior two legs. As you find warrior two, the right heel's pretty much in a straight line to the arch of the left foot. Take in a breath. On your exhale, take your left hand to your left thigh and reach the right arm all the way up to the sky. Reverse the warrior. Take in a breath. Exhale, straighten the right leg. As you straighten your right leg, think about your right rib cage lifting towards the sky. Your right wrist reaching a little higher. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend the right knee and begin to bring your right elbow on top of your right knee and lift and sweep your left arm all the way up to the sky. Feel a lift of the left ribs, the left wrist. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, beginning to sweep both hands around, come onto your left tiptoes, arms to the sky, high crescent lunge. Take in a breath. Exhale, this time the left knee crosses onto your right knee, your left hand onto your right knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, sweep the right arm out behind you. Open the chest to the right side of the mat. Think about your back leg and lift the left kneecap up towards the sky. Take one full breath in, standing strong. Exhale. As you inhale, beginning to bring both hands through center. Exhale, the hands to the mat. Left knee to the floor. Slide the right knee to the left. Take child's pose. Allowing the forehead to rest down towards the ground. Maybe you take the knees a little wider. Maybe the knees stay together. Slowing down your breath. Softening the forehead towards the floor. And as you inhale, begin to focus the breath across the shoulders, across the backs of the ribs. Exhale, sigh the belly over the thighs. Seeing if you can sink your bottom a little heavier to the feet. So you inhale, begin to rise all the way up through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one long breath in, lifting the shoulders, the hips up high. Exhale to sigh the heels of the feet towards the earth. Inhale, this time left leg begins to lift all the way up to the sky, one-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Spreading the toes wide on the left foot, come onto the right tiptoes. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, high lunge. On your exhale, take the left hand on the left knee and begin to sweep the right arm out behind you, spin the right heel in. Find those warrior two legs. Use this left hand to press your left knee out to the left a little so you feel stretch on the left inner thigh. Take your right hand to your right thigh. Inhale the left arm up to the sky. And exhale, slide the right hand down the right leg. Reversing the warriors. Take in a breath. As you exhale, take your left elbow on top of your left knee, reach the right arm up to the sky. Extended side angle pose. Take in a breath. Exhale, maybe you can sink a little deeper in your left thigh. Pull the belly muscles in tight. Feel the strength in your body here. Inhale, beginning to sweep both arms to the sky. Come on to your right tiptoes, high crescent lunge. Exhale, right hand to the left knee and begin to sweep the left arm all the way out behind you. Find a twist. As you twist, think about this right kneecap lifting up towards the sky. Squeeze this right glute muscle in tight. Take one full breath. One long exhale. Inhale, come all the way back through center with the chest. Exhaling the hands to the floor. Lower the right knee and slide the left to meet the right. Take it all the way into child's pose. Resting the forehead towards the floor. Or maybe you use the hands to rest the forehead onto. Or maybe even resting the head on top of the block. Finding a little bit of movement, if that feels good, to ease off around the hips. Your next inhale, rise all the way up into tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift and sweep the right leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up high, crescent lunge. Exhale, the right hand to the right knee, sweep the left arm out behind you, find your warrior two legs. Take the left hand to the left leg, reach the right arm to the sky, long full breath. Exhale, reverse the warrior, slide the left hand down the left leg, and then begin to straighten through your right leg. Inhale, keep the right leg straight, bring both arms all the way through center. And exhale, take your right hand down towards your right knee, maybe a little lower towards your right ankle, your right calf muscles, wherever feels good for you in your triangle pose. Think about the space in the chest as you lift your heart. Reach the left fingertips up to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, bend the right knee, bring both hands to the floor. And beginning to step your right foot all the way back to your left. Take a plank pose, lifting the heart away from the floor. Building strength in the arms, take a breath. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers wide. Inhale, hips lift high. Exhale, sigh out the breath, the heels of the feet towards the floor. Inhale, left leg lifts all the way up to the sky, one-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky, high crescent lunge. Exhale, left hand on left knee. Sweep the right arm out behind you, spin the right heel in. Find those warrior two legs. Take the right hand to the right leg. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, slide the right hand down towards your right knee, reversing the warrior, and then begin to straighten the left leg. Keep the left leg stretched long, and inhale, lift both arms wide, shoulder height. As you exhale, lower the left fingertips towards your left knee, towards your left calf, or maybe all the way down towards your left ankle. Keeping the chest open, the right arm reaching up towards the sky. Take a long inhale, stretch from left fingertips to right. Exhale, can you sink a little deeper in your triangle without your right shoulder beginning to collapse down towards the ground? Take in a breath. So you exhale, bend the left knee, bring both hands to the floor. Lower the right knee, take the left knee back to meet the right. Child's pose. Sink all the way back into the feet in your child's pose. Sway out the hips, left to right, right to left. Breathing into the space across your shoulders on your inhale. Exhale, breathing out along the spine, sinking your bottom in towards your feet. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, slowly begin to come and sit up onto your feet. And then when you find your feet, take them out in front of you. With your legs forward, lower all the way down onto the mat. And when you arrive on the floor, take the arms wide, let the legs go wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, soften your body into your mat, into the space around you. You've arrived into Shavasana. The time in your practice that is meant for you to do nothing at all, but allow the body to rest into the space you've created all around you. Keep your breath slow and steady. Each exhale allows you to release any tension left behind in the shoulders and the hips. Maybe you can begin to release the space between the eyebrows, soften the jaw. Just noticing if there's anything else you can do here to let your body feel as heavy as it can feel as you rest into the space around you. If you feel like your attention begins to wander away from your breath, just begin to notice how you're feeling in your thighs, around your hips, around your shoulders. Become aware of the skin on your fingertips. Become aware of the cool air brushing around your body. Become aware of the skin that stretches from hip bone to hip bone. The softness of your skin around your belly, around your waist. Bring your attention back to you. If Shavasana is where you might want to stay for a longer period of time, turn off your cameras, close down the eyes, and stay as you are. If you feel ready to move, take a deep breath in and a full stretch out of the body. And with your exhale, rolling onto your left or right sides, bringing the knees towards the chest. Use the bottom arm as a pillow to rest the head. The head is heavy on top of your arms. The knees are heavy one over the other. Take in a breath. Exhale, press the ground away as you come all the way back into your seat. And maybe again you use a block or a pillow underneath your bum to raise up the height of your hips. Rest the hands over the knees. Lean back until you can feel the weight of your body resting on top of your sit bones. And as you inhale, lengthen through the spine, lifting the crown of the head up to the sky. Fill the lungs. Exhale, sigh out the breath, soften through the shoulders, soften through your spine. Long inhale, lengthen the spine, feel the crown of the head beginning to lift towards the ceiling. Exhale, soften on the shoulders, softening through the spine. Long breath in, sit tall. Lift in the heart, take a little roll back of the shoulders. Exhale, sighing out the breath, soften through the shoulders, through the spine. Bring the palms of the hands together and bow the forehead into the thumbs. Take a moment here to thank yourself for your practice today, for your time on the mat, the strength in your body, your commitment to you. Thank you all for joining in today. Namaste.